Oh, I'm netting him. We're netting him. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Dance, and you're watching Outdoors in the Bluegrass.
Outdoors in the Bluegrass is made possible by Academy Sports and Outdoors, for all for less. Lose, feel the difference. Strike King Lures, tie one on. Digital Effects Wraps, advertise the wrap way. Hoghead Trailer Sales, we're all about trailers.
How's it going, everybody? It's the weekend and I'm not outside. What's up with that? Well, what's up with that is I'm going to show you Fishing Sim World by Dovetail Games that I've been talking so much about. The game's really cool. It's loading up for us. We got it on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the PC that we play it on right now. I'm on the PC. It's really cool. I grew up. Oh, we're getting ready to see the intro. Let's let the intro roll first so you get a really good concept of what this thing's about. Let's look at it. Let's check it out. Check it out. Yeah, look at that. Casting off the bank, car, boats running, tournaments. It's just really awesome. I mean, I grew up playing video games, and there was, obviously there's different types of video games we played growing up, and some of them were related to fishing, believe it or not. But none of them had that simulator feel to them that brought in that realistic characteristic to them, especially with the boats. Growing up, I always wanted something where I could drive the boats and go real fast, and now you've got that. You can buy different types of boats and different types of upgrades. I mean, there's just so much to this, from single player to online multiplayer. I can't cover it all until you play it. You got to play it. And we might be doing some giveaways of some free codes later on. So let's take a look at this. Now, they've partnered with all kinds of different brands. Outdoors in the Bluegrass is going to be one of those partners later on this year that you get to see in the video game when they bring in the career mode. But they brought in all kinds of different types of brands, Ducket Fishing, Fitzgerald Rods, Rattle Trap, Yum Baits, Booyah Baits. They recently brought in 13 Fishing, and hopefully like Lose and Strike King will be some of those to follow here very shortly. But I mean, you can come in here and, like I said, there's the single player, there's the online. I've done both, super fun. There's some tutorials to help you get going. They've got different types of add-ons that you can purchase in the store, different types of lakes and so forth, and they've added a crap ton more of those. So let's check it out. We'll go to customize first, because you can customize your appearance, your equipment, your boats, and everything. So you can go in here and change the way your hair looks. You can change the way your hairstyle is, your color, your eye color, your accessories, whether you're a hat or whether you're wearing glasses, your face, whether you're male or female, your outfit. And then you can actually, choose what boat you want. You can set up your equipment. I think you can take up to 3 rods out with you on the boat, which I think they're trying to improve that, which isn't bad. I mean, I'm Tyler 3 poles. But you can change your setup so that you can just quickly switch between them, and they've already got the line and the bait that you want on them. Not that you can't change your bait while you're out playing, but it's kind of like that quick setup. So, but you can actually go into the online store here in the shop, and you can, the carp, catfish and stuff I haven't got into that yet, but it's awesome. So we might do a little bit. I'm gonna practice with that and come back. We'll do another video on that. I'm a bass fisherman at heart, so I've been mainly doing the bass and predator fishing. But I mean, you can come in here, you can see they got all kinds of different types of reels and rods by the different brands, whether it's the built-in brand that you get to start out with, which is its Haichu, and then they've got the Bait Shack stuff, and then they start bringing in the Duckets, and now they got the 13 Fishing, and they got the the Orange Concept Z reel and stuff like that. So you can see that it's really cool. Hopefully we'll see some lewd speed spools in there and speed spins later on. They got the different types of rods, same concept, different types of lures, different brands, different types. Hard or plastic swim baits, poppers, frogs, spoons, spinner baits, plastics, all kinds of stuff. I mean, they got your young dingers in there, the chartreuse and pumpkin. I mean, come on. I mean, they've got all kinds of stuff, and the baits actually make a difference on how you fish them based upon how they are in real life. You can see here now they got the Bill Lewis is in here. I mean, they've got all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's unbelievable. They got the Booyah Knockers, lipless crankbaits in here now. So, I mean, it's cool. And it keeps growing is what's even better about it. They keep partnering and bringing more stuff in. They keep making updates. One of the most recent updates is the bass actually jump out of the water, and it actually plays with your line tension. They explode on the bait when it comes out when you're doing like top water or something like that. So, I mean, you can do different types of boats. You can change your wraps on the boats. Like right now, there's 3 different types of boats for me to choose from. You know, you got 2 different types of bass cats, and you got the Haichu Odyssey, which is what I've got because I haven't earned enough points to buy a different boat. Now, excuse me, hopefully I've been trying to get over some sickness. I think everybody has. But I mean, there's just all kinds of opportunities in here. I mean, they got different types of color wraps and designs, logos on them. Career mode's coming soon, guys, and that's what I'm hyped up for. Not only because we're gonna have a logo and be a sponsorship for the careers, but because I can't wait to play it myself. But let's show you a little bit about what this is. I mean, you really got to get the game for yourself and really dig into it to fully understand it, but it's definitely well worth it. Let's do some single-player bass action. We're going to do some freedom fishing. We're not going to do any tournaments. There's 2 United States lakes that I remember of right now. I haven't checked since the update. One of my favorites, there's Lake Boulder, which is a little bit deeper. You can start and get into some like walleye and pike and some muskie and stuff like that. But the Lake Boulder is more of, it's a shallower lake with a lot of topwater activity. There's a lot of, I guess a lot of, man, I'm just going blank today, guys. I'm going blank today. Lily pads and topwater opportunities and stuff. So I've got my 3 rods rigged up with, I think I change them every now and then. I think I got like a swim bait, a frog, and a rattle trap, but we'll have to see. I could have changed it since then. So anyway, we're going to go to Lake Johnson. We're going to let it, use our boat, the only one we got. It's going to be morning because that's when I like to go fishing. It's going to be clear sky. We're setting ourselves up for perfect conditions. And I got my default bass tackle box. Like I said, you can pre-rig your tackle box before you go out. That way you ain't got to make on-the-fly changes while you're in the game, even though you can if you want to. So let's start this thing. Let's let it load. Now, if you can see here on this screen, it says, have you seen this fish? 10,000 XP reward. That's legit. That's an 8-foot 5-inch megalodon, 193-pound carp, and it's in the Del Monte Bravo Lake. And that's actually something, if you catch that fish online, it's a legit fish. Now, we're in this lake, and we get to pick where we want to go, which ramp we want to launch at, and I picked this top one just because that's my favorite starting location. This game's super cool, guys. I'm telling you. I'm going to take a drink. I'm drying out. Now, it's sunny outside, but it's a little fair today, a little bit colder. So it's a nice day, but, this is something cool that you can do when you're just out and about, and you got to get stuff done. You can't get outside, can't do some fishing outdoors. Too late at night, raining outside, whatever it may be, you can play this game. So you kind of start off on the dock. You can look, man, the graphics are phenomenal. This uses the Unreal Engine, if any of you techies know what that means. But here we got our boat. You can board your boat, and you're on your way. You can change the perspective and the point of view and just make it look awesome. Now I know where I'm at, and I know where I want to be. I'm going to go back up in this way because there's some shallows. This lake is actually fairly shallow compared to some of the other lakes. And this particular lake, we're going to go up in here in the channel because I know there's some lily pads and I've had some good luck back there. Look at me talking like I'm actually outdoors fishing. I'm not. Anyway, we're going to go back up here in this channel. There's some lily pads right up here that I like to fish. Now you can use the trolling motor. It is a wee bit tricky, but you can use the trolling motor. Here, let's fish this little pinch point with the lilies. I guess I could use the trolling motor to position myself better, but I guess I'm not going to do that. All right, let's get to some fishing. Now, there's 2 different types of casting that you can do. You can make it hard on yourself, or you can make it easy on yourself. I like to make it hard on myself. All right, so let's look at the rod selection. What do I've got? Let's see, I got the Pro Shad swim bait, the rattle trap, and the spinner bait. Okay, so I need to change my gear. Let's see here. Now, see over here, you can activate your trolling mode. I really don't need to. The wind doesn't seem to play a role in your boat moving. I imagine they're going to change that later. I mean, it sways with the waves and the wind and so forth, but the boat doesn't drift from the wind. I'm actually kind of happy about that right now, but we'll see what happens. So let's go to rod 3. That's what I'm using right now. I'm going to change this. That's my fast retrieve ducket. I'm going to change the bait to a frog. We're going to go to the deluxe gold frog that we've gotten here, and we're we're going to cast the frog. That's what we're going to do. Alright, so let's see if I can remember how to cast this. I want to come across those lily pads. Nope. Terrible. 2 yards. Let's see here. There we go. It's a little bit better. Now I want to change my reel speed. Let's see here. We're going to go up 1. Now it kind of gives you indications on what you want to do. Like it tells you reel constant, stop and go, twitch. There it is. We got one. And you got to set the hook. If you don't set the hook right, and you got to watch your tension and your drag and everything else. See him jumping out of the water? I'm going to bring my... Oh, I got my... Yeah, I had to pull my drag back. He's a big one jumping. You got to watch them jumps, just like in real life. They can get the slack off that line and pop it. Oh, he's beautiful. He's beautiful. Let's see if we can get him in. Oh, he's running everywhere. I can't keep up with him. There we go. There we go. He's not a monster, but he's pretty nice size. I can tell by the drag. Let's pull the drag back up a couple notches and see if... There he is. We netted him. He ain't huge. Not for this game. If I caught that in real life, I'd be super happy, was he? 8 pounds, 4 ounces. That was actually pretty easy to get him in. I mean, the more and more you play, the more you understand it. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm getting over a cold. So, I mean, you can definitely see how I earn some extra points and stuff that I can use to go into the shop and buy some different things. But, I mean, the more you play it, the more you'll get the concept of it. I mean, and then you'll start to realize how much they have really made it like real fishing, the way you hold the rod and pull it back when you set the hook, or whether you got to keep your line tension right while you're reeling them in. Because if you let that line get too loose, you too much slack in your line, and that fish comes around and jumps and swims hard, he can pop the line. I mean, the realism continues to grow. They continue to make updates, but it's really cool. I really like it. I wonder if we can catch 2 fish out of this spot before we have to move somewhere else. But you'll get you'll get the idea of it. Like I can see something. See, you can see stuff moving in the water, and you'll actually see carp roll and jump. But you actually saw something hit top water right there. It's just too cool, man. I mean, I'm telling you, there's a good one. You get to the point where you really start to learn and understand how much it really is like real fishing, and you follow these instructions right here. It kind of gives you an idea, like if there's a fish chasing it, it'll tell you to go constant slow or constant, and you kind of want to keep it green. That means you're doing it right. Oh, see, I can see the fish swimming. He was following it, but I didn't entice him enough to take the bait. So, I mean, it's just cool. I like it. It gets addicting very fast. It's just, like I said, you'll start to realize how much it's like real fishing. Now you can pop the frogs, you can twitch them. See, he wants a constant slow. There's something coming after it. Something coming after it. Are we going to get him to pop? Let's do a little twitching. A little finessing of the frog here on the top. What? Oh! I got him, but it was a poor strike. You got to watch these poor strikes. See? He already popped the hook. Already popped the hook. Wow. So now I got to reel it all the way in and cast again. If you don't get a good strike, the hook set's terrible, and you're going to have some problems. Oh, that was a terrible cast. Whopping 6 yards. I can't use a bait caster. Nah, it's just been a couple days since I played the game. And you'll get the concept down. There's a good one. So let's reel this guy booger in. Let's just reel him in fast. Oh, and stop. Fast and stop. Twitch, 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 twitch. Twitch, 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 twitch. Another poor strike. I wasn't paying attention. Think I can get him in? I've got one in off of a poor strike before. It's hard. He's running with that line. Let's tighten the drag. Oh, as soon as I tighten the drag, it snapped. I mean, you've got to watch it. That was a good cast. I mean, you've really got to watch it. You've got to set that hook or you're toast. There he is. Let's pull the drag down. Oh yeah. Now, Don't get mad if you start playing this game and you don't start catching fish this rapidly. I've actually played it enough to where I have learned. See how I'm pulling the rod to the right there, like if I was really fishing? I mean, that's the stuff you got to pay attention to. You got to fish just like you're fishing. He's a nice one. You got to watch your drag. You got to watch your line tension. You got to watch them jumping, how they move around the boat and under the boat. Put your rod tip down, move your rod tip up. I mean, it is just like really fishing. You got to pay attention to that stuff. And the more and more you play it, you'll start to realize how much of that matters, just like it matters in real life. Oh, he's a nice one. See, I got that rod tip up. I'm trying to bring him in. Keep that line tension good. Oh. I'm going to have to pull. He's a big one. He's a big one. My dogs are barking in the background. They're upset. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a fighter. I have caught a smallmouth, in case anybody was wondering. See how I'm pulling it off, trying to keep that line tension, and I'm trying to bring him in. Oh, I'm netting him. We're netting him. Here we go. Another largemouth. Oh, he's a big one. He's a big old chunker. 13 pounds, 11 ounces. That's my personal best. I just caught my personal best. 13 pounds, 11 ounces. I don't know by how much it beats it by, but that's it. So that's the game, guys. I mean, that's just it in a nutshell. It's a lot of fun. You really got to check it out. Download it. Download it on your computer if you've got the requirements. If you got a PS4, you got an Xbox, download it. It's like $20. They go put them on sales and specials all the time. Keep an eye out with us. Like I said, we've partnered up with Dovetail Games. We might be doing some giveaways, some codes here before long, so we can give our fans an opportunity to play the game for free. But stay tuned, baby, because career mode's coming in July, and you're going to want to start a career and hopefully get sponsored by Outdoors in the Bluegrass. And we're going to bring it to you, baby, on Outdoors in the Bluegrass.